Welcome back to English Learning. Before starting the video, if you have not subscribed to my channel, then please click on the subscribe button and bell icon to get all the latest updates. Also follow me on Instagram. My Insta ID is English Learning 1205. In this video, I have given examples of expository essay writing. Through these examples, you will get to know how to write these types of essays. Also, if you don't know the meaning of expository essays, then check out the full video in which I have explained the meaning of all the types of essays. Link is in the description box. The question is write an essay on multitasking. So let's begin. Heading is multitasking. Nowadays, if you want to get employed in a prospective company, you need to be outstanding in order to withstand competition. Employers often promote inflated standards to their would be workers, even if their duties include only Xerox copying or sharpening pencils. One of the qualities crucial for any employee is multitasking. Throughout the recent decade, it has become almost a cult. However, although it is believed that a multitasking person can complete more work within the same amount of time compared to a regular worker, in fact, multitasking is not only ineffective but also harmful for those who try to spread their energy on working on several projects at once. Multitasking is not what everyone thinks it is. Simultaneous work in several different directions. In fact, multitasking should be called task switching. A person has to constantly switch from one activity to another without getting themselves fully engaged in at least one of them. If you think this is productive, you are wrong. The negative effect of multitasking on productivity has been proven by numerous researchers. One of the most recent experiments proving this statement has been conducted by the researcher Zhen Wang. The participants of her experiment, who were told to do several things simultaneously, displayed an increased feeling of being pleased with themselves, and in these terms, multitasking might be beneficial. However, it came to evaluating the results of the task these people were to accomplish. It turned out they are much worse compared to people who were free to prioritize their activities and do things one at a time. Multitasking being bad for work is just half of the problem. The second half of it lies in the fact that spreading your energy on several tasks at once is detrimental not just for your productivity but for yourself as well. Overstimulation caused by your brain being constantly bombarded by incoming external stimulation such as phone calls, requests, new tasks, and so on puts you at risk of becoming unable to distinguish what is important and what is not. Efficient multitasking is a myth brought to life by employers' desire to have fewer workers who would do more work in the same amount of time. Multitasking is nothing else but switching between tasks, as the human brain is not capable of maintaining attention on different tasks for a long time. Research shows that multitasking does not lead to an increase of productivity. On the contrary, multitasking workers show worse results compared to their non multitasking colleagues. They also tend to have problems with memory and display increased stress levels, which inhibits workers' morale and leads to their absences and other negative effects. Therefore, employers and employees should stop deceiving themselves and return to the good old way of working, one task at a time. Next question is write an essay on the art of healthy eating. Heading is the art of healthy eating. Obesity among adults and teenagers is considered to be one of the most common and disturbing problems globally, at least in economically prosperous countries. Though food manufacturers notify customers about the nutritional value and the amounts of proteins, fats, and carbohydrates contained in most products, this does not contribute to decreasing the scope of the obesity issue. Nutritionists say that the origins of the problem lay not only in what people eat but in how they eat. Consequently, it is essential to have knowledge about the most common eating habits and offer alternatives to each of them. The general population's consensus in developed countries is that if they consume larger portions or high calorie food, they will feel full longer. Accordingly, during their lunch breaks, they eat as much as they can and then return to their offices. While those who have active professions such as construction workers or woodsmen burn calories faster and thus are less exposed to obesity. Many office workers can be categorized as being connected to risk, as they sit down at a desk for many hours after eating. Eating at night is even worse, as a person does not simply lie in bed but processes in their body, including food digestion, slows down. Opposed to popular opinion, fats are useful and beneficial for the human body. At the same time, this does not mean you can eat all fatty food without limitation. Trans fats and saturated fats taken excessively increases the risk of heart disease and obesity because 1 gram of fat has about twice as many calories per gram as carbohydrates and proteins. On the other hand, a healthy diet should include monounsaturated and polyunsaturated fats. Monounsaturated fats are contained in such products as oil, peanut oil, and olive oil, as well as avocados, nuts, and seeds. Polyunsaturated fats, including omega 3 and omega 6 fatty acids, can be found in fatty fish. Many people who try to lose weight make excessive efforts involving personal willpower, forbidding themselves from products that they want. When you recognize certain foods as prohibited, your body will start to want more of it. In this case, if you fall into temptation, you will most likely experience a strong feeling of guilt or failure. In most cases, reducing portions of banned products and eating them rarely rather than usually is a more effective measure. You do not feel like you have to sacrifice your favorite food in favor of healthy nutrition, and as time goes on, you will discover that your craving for such food decreases. Though many people share the myth that healthy nutrition means counting calories and panicking about every sip of beer or chocolate, it is not true. The secret is not what people eat, but how they eat. Most often, what they need is not a diet, but a revision of their eating habits. This includes split meals in smaller portions, a more balanced combination of fats, proteins, and carbohydrates, and reducing, not giving up food which is favored but not exactly healthy. So this was all about the solved examples of expository essay. I hope it is clear. I will discuss some other topic in my next video. So till then stay tuned and please subscribe to my channel and also add me on Instagram. My Insta ID is English Learning 1205. Also if you want to suggest some topics then you can DM me on Instagram or email me. Each and every detail is given in the description box. Please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.